Hello everyone, this is my first video on this channel, whatever it's going to be. I've made tons of videos like this in the past, wondering if I should even upload them at all, but in the last few days, or over the course of my time being unemployed, staying at home, living with my parents, I've been watching videos on other people just ranting, talking about their lives, things they've experienced, things that really get them down, upset them, that sort of thing. They really just express those sorts of things, and I've found myself becoming even more so interested in people making videos about their experience in employment, and I guess what their employment history was like, things they experienced on a daily basis, working for some company or working for a group of people. And I thought, maybe that's something that I could touch on. Because look, at this point, I feel like I got nothing to really lose. I used to have a YouTube channel some time ago, but I deleted it because I thought, a lot of the stuff on there that I created was cringe. I was looking for work, so I was using my real name on that account, so I didn't want potential employers to, search up my name on the internet and see just stuff I might not have been fully comfortable with being, accessible to them, because then it might either ruin my chances of getting hired or just embarrassing me altogether. So I struggle to really think about what this video is going to be about. I just thought, moments ago, there's one particular YouTuber that I like watching. He doesn't upload that often, called Michael Joseph, and he talks about, a lot of, as he likes to say, he likes being real and talking about real things, and I would like to do that on this channel too, because like him, maybe I haven't experienced maybe as much as he has. I don't know how old he is. I'm assuming that he's probably in his early 30s or late 20s. But I think, we might be sort of alike, because we both go off on, tangents, or we both, as soon as we talk about a topic, we go on to one other thing and whatever, and I'm just like, I've noticed that about him, and I don't know, because he's got ADHD, I don't know if I have that too, or if I just have a tendency to just go off topic, but I've never been diagnosed for anything or anything like that, except for acute pericarditis following the it's a vaccine injury from the COVID vaccines. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna say what it is, because it's been a whole what's that word? Censorship issue on every social media platform in regards to that, and honestly, I think a lot of people are just sick of being, well, obviously a lot of people are just fucking sick of it. I mean, I'm sick of seeing it too. Just say what it is, man, and get on with it. Because, I mean, for one, now I'm about to go on a tangent on here. For one, you know, that stuff was completely bullshit. And I'll provide my own reasons, like everything that occurred, our government's response to with the lockdowns and the vaccine mandates that were pushed on us in a rather unethical manner. And so people like myself experienced issues after being vaccinated. So yeah. So but yeah, I thought it would be interesting maybe just to make videos and put them out there, because I'm seeing it's sort of become a niche now, a bigger niche. Just like talk to the camera about all sorts of shit, you know, about life. I'm seeing a lot of people just make videos where they're in situations where they're quite bothered, and yeah, whether they're leaving their jobs or, you know, they're just in a shitty position and they just feel like ranting. And I don't know, I mean, for myself, I don't really see, at the moment, like, I don't know if it's really the right thing to do, like making a video. I don't know what it's going to achieve, if it's going to achieve anything positive, you know, for me, whether it's going to yield any results. I think that's what I'm more concerned with, like if it's going to yield any, you know, people that will spend time watching the video. So yeah, like I've done YouTube in the past, you know, making videos using a green screen, using effects and all that, and I've studied a film and TV course. So media in general is something that I'm very passionate about pursuing. I obviously want to, you know, I always had dreams of becoming a filmmaker and perhaps even an actor. But it seems like that dream is slipping away or is becoming less realistic over time, or just maybe I think that it's not really that accessible at the moment, because to get anywhere in life, you need a lot of money. You know, like Michael Joseph says, money solves every problem in the world, almost every problem that you have. And you know, that's why I always held back, you know, on making YouTube content for the time being, because I don't have a lot of money. I want to pursue streaming because I think that maybe that in a way might turn out to be a cheaper pursuit than, you know, making films and producing them, like providing all the finances for short film projects, because I would actually put money into them. They might not need a lot of money, you know, depending on what happens there, but, you know, like I would like to pursue many different or a few different like avenues, media wise, and put them up on YouTube. I'm interested in podcasts. Um, you know, I'm interested in stuff like this, like real vlogs. And what else? I mean, sometimes I like watching short films, but not really all that often. Like I'm just more into like, I think I'm just more into like, you know, just, yeah, people talking about real stuff nowadays, because, you know, I find that as I'm unemployed, spending all this time in my room here, I will come across YouTubers that I really resonate with, that I connect with. It's more of that sort of thing. And yeah, that's why I'm just like, you know what, like sort of feel moved in a way to like make my own content like this, you know, just sit on here with these cushions, because, you know, if I was sitting on the floor normally, my ass would be fucking hurting. So, you know, I'll introduce myself. My name is Johan, and I think that's all you guys really need to know. Again, at this point recording this, I don't know what I'm gonna call this channel, as my plans are pretty much to start new on it. But yeah, so, you know, I might, you know, like I could try to keep these videos nice and short, maybe like 30 minutes each. I don't know. But yeah, like I don't think I've really, you know, experienced a lot in my life. Like, I'm only 25 years old. I don't really have a lot of career related experience as opposed to maybe other 25-year-olds, or maybe it's sort of average, like maybe I'm sort of averaging out compared to other 25-year-olds. I don't know. But anyway, I guess I could tell you guys, like, you know, so my career, you know, the sort of experience I have, I've been more of a cleaner. You know, I started out in housekeeping in my city, Melbourne, but then that was only for like a week, or barely even that, you know. I couldn't stand it because, I mean, I just couldn't really like follow every single instruction that I had to follow. You know, it was very hard to learn that whole process because you had to worry about finding a trolley every morning, then setting it up before you start working, and that is if someone doesn't fucking take it off you, and you got to find another one. And then, yeah, you know, you're given a timesheet of rooms to clean, and you got to get them done before someone, you know, goes in the room. And yeah, you just had to worry about a lot of other stuff, like in each room, like whether, you know, you had to replace certain items. Definitely in the bathroom too, you had to replace all these other items that the guests would need to probably use. So yeah, you know, you had to worry about doing that while simultaneously changing beds, vacuuming the room, you know, just, yeah, doing all of those things, general cleaning. And for me, I'm very much like a step-by-step process kind of guy. I'm not like so good with multitasking, you know, trying to do 5 fucking things at once. You know, that never really made any sense to me, or that just doesn't work with me. Like, I can't really follow those sorts of instructions, especially if I'm new at something. Sure, it might take a lot of practice, but, you know, that's really the main reason why I felt, you know, maybe that job wasn't for me, so I left, you know. Then after that, I spent 10 months working for a cleaning company in Epping. So it was a very, very big contract. I'm not sure if I should say where it was, for confidentiality and all that, just to be professional. But yeah, it was a really big contract. So I was there for 10 months. But it wasn't really cleaning, like I was more in the waste management side of things. So, you know, it was more like a tip. So we were sorting through various types of waste and recycling some. And there I learned how to operate forklifts and other sorts of machinery that we would use to recycle the waste, you know, recycle the plastic, recycle the polystyrene. Those were the tasks that I was mainly, that I was mainly chosen to do, as I would perform pretty well on those. And I mean, yeah, I enjoyed that job for a while, and I moved on to truck spotting in that job as well, assisting the truck driver as we would dump bins big container bins that the truck would tow. And yeah, I mean, that was obviously the best part of the whole job. But yeah, at that time, the more I did that, that job became very repetitive. I met a really good friend through there. I met, the truck driver. Like, I got on really well with them. And I would say, yeah, we pretty much became best friends for that period of time. But yeah, things happened. I would say we didn't really have good management in that team, on that, yeah, whole job. So, I saw things occur that I didn't like seeing, and then, like, I experienced, some of that stuff too, like, and it just became a toxic, work environment. So I left, felt like I wasn't comfortable working there. So I went on to, I was out of work for a long time then, and I went on to cold storage. So at that point, I was already a licensed forklift operator, just LF class, so just normal counterbalance forklifts. So yeah, I would do those sorts of tasks in a cold storage facility transporting meat. I'm honestly thinking of maybe going back. It hasn't been that long since I left, but I left that area as well, mainly because, I mean, I think maybe I pussied out, like maybe the work was like too hard or too infuriating at times, like being told to go into the freezers and blast rooms to clean all the time. But I guess that was like part of the job. Like, I'd be doing that, or loading containers. I'd be doing a range of different things, but sometimes I'd be going on the forklift. But usually I would start at 6 a.m, check the forklift off, get told to bring out some pallets out of the freezer, stage them. Then, we'd go through this process of cutting down the plastic, labeling the boxes, waiting for them to be validated before we load them into containers. And yeah, doing container loading is obviously manual labor. So it involves a lot of manual labor, a lot of hazards of falling. Even in the freezers and blast rooms, you could slip on the ice. So yeah, obviously a very cold environment. I don't think that really got to me though. I think it was really just the work. I guess I was getting used to the routine at the time that I left, but there were just some things that, I don't know, just infuriated me too much. But I could sort of see I could get along with, like, I could get on well with some parts of the job, but just some things really just got on my nerves, and I felt like I was probably more fit for another type of job, which I wanted to go into school cleaning, in my local area. But of course that hasn't worked yet. I've applied to that same company that keeps fucking, advertising it, and then, advertising the job. They're like a recruitment agency, I think, and they do fuck all, man. Like, I apply, I get a fucking, where is it here? Working with children check, just so that I can get that job, an employee one. So I didn't pay, I asked my dad to pay for it. But yeah, and I got nowhere with it. I was like, man, I want that job. I even told one of my colleagues, at the cold storage job, yeah, I mean, I'd prefer doing that, because if you guys recall, in this video, I wanted to pursue streaming, and I wanted a job that I could work with help me balance out that routine of streaming. I'd need to save up for the equipment first that I need, and then do that. So there are those. So and I wanted, yeah, just different hours, so school cleaning. Being a school cleaner, you'd start at 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. when school finishes, and then yeah, it's pretty much like afternoon slash night shift. So I thought, yeah, maybe that would work out really well, especially if it was local, because then I can get there quicker and then come back home in a quicker amount of time. And I thought, yeah, maybe that would be good for me. But yeah, so like right now, I don't really know what I want job-wise. Like I've been applying to all these different jobs, even other manufacturing or warehouse jobs again, with no luck, unfortunately. And I do have a really good resume. I don't know if I can show you guys on Seek what it looks like. Hmm. But yeah, I tried making it like really presentable and all that. I don't know if it can. Yeah. So look, that looks really good, right? Just how it looks. So it shows what I've basically done in the past, that you know because I reckon if I've done all that stuff, done some physical labor, been a forklift operator, I'm sure I can fit in well with like most other general jobs. I'm even interested in retail and pursuing retail as well, but nothing's really working there. I mean, probably as well because I'm not really applying that much, because that's because I barely see any jobs locally. I'd rather have a local job, but but I wouldn't also mind like going into the city and getting like some sort of retail job, like selling clothes or something like that, like streetwear and that sort of stuff. Because I'm really into my clothes. I don't barrack for North Melbourne. I don't barrack for the Kangaroos. I just thought I'd get this because, well, I don't actually live in North Melbourne. I'm part of the northern suburb region of Melbourne, which is more further out than North Melbourne. Because North Melbourne is just a suburb that's a bit north to the city, the actual city. So, but I thought I'd get it just because, it's all encapsulates the whole north of Melbourne, if that makes sense. I'm from there, and I thought it's like sort of a representation. But yeah, so I'm really into my clothes and fashion as well. Like, I mean, I just have a general interest in it. I don't really have a passion, but just a general interest. And I thought, I don't know, it's like if I apply to a job and if I just get lucky, I just hope that happens and I can learn and pick up customer service skills and go on from there. But yeah, I could go on and make a video about, struggles with employment and like, you know, the fact that it's very hard to get a job. And I find topics like those really relatable at the moment. Because yeah, I mean, it's really fucked right now, like what's going on with the whole world, like the shortage of jobs that there are, and then yeah, like inflation as well. I see people talking about that a lot as well. And yeah, I don't know if that's something that I can just sort of keep reflecting as well. But yeah, man, like you know, us Zoomers, you know, like we're, yeah, definitely not doing well. And I mean, the only best shot you have at life, at really surviving, I would say, you got to give yourself a certain meaning of like, get rich or die trying. You know, that's what I usually like to say to myself. You know, get rich or die trying. That's the whole point of life. Because without money, without a substantial amount of money, you're not going to be able to have a family if you want one. You might be able to, you know, have a girlfriend and all that. But it's like, which this could make another topic as well. I've never had a girlfriend. Shocker, right? But I do have my ways of having fun on rare occasions. So, yeah, I don't know if that's like appropriate to like touch on that stuff for another video. Because yeah, at the moment, I don't really care like whether I can monetize my content. I don't give a shit like if my stuff becomes shadow banned or censored. I'm just being real, you know. At this point, like, fuck YouTube and what it wants to, you know, control. I really think that people are just trying to control shit too much, and it's unnecessary. I mean, we should all be able to express ourselves how the fuck we want to, man. I mean, it really pisses me off. That could be another topic too, to make a video on. But yeah, I'd be very honoured if Michael Joseph sees my videos. Yeah. So, yeah, so I don't know what else to touch on because this video alone is already 17 minutes in. Yeah, so, I mean, I think I just wanted to sort of make an introductory video and sort of split videos up because, you know, it'd be too much to make an hour-long video. But that's what these people do, you know, it's like they'll make these 30-minute long videos or whatever where they talk about stuff. So I could talk about pretty dark things as well, because I have thought about rather, you know, depressing things. Obviously, yes, I've learned and felt myself, you know, how bad it could really get, like staying indoors all the time, you know, being sort of isolated, cut off from everyone. And yeah, especially I will be feeling that a lot this month because my parents have, you know, gone overseas, and I know it's pathetic, like, I know I can take care of myself, but without them, you know, they gave me some money to, you know, oh shit, my foot, fuck. Oh shit, I've been laying on it for too long and now the fucking blood flows, you know, it's cut off. So, cause yeah, I got my legs crossed. But yeah, like they've just went overseas, and so yeah, so I'll be here like for a whole month, like trying to look after myself. Cause yeah, I mean, I know it is pathetic, like I said, because I'm 25 and I should be taking care of myself, paying bills too, but I'm not. Like, I never really have had to pay bills. Like, I don't even own a car and all of that. Maybe that's something I'd rather not get into now because it's a lot of stuff to really touch on, but I'm sort of hanging in, and all I know right now is I just need to find another place of employment that I'll actually enjoy, or, you know, go back to my cold storage job. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really sort of craving, you know, I'm really craving to get back into work. But I'm also like procrastinating as well because it's also really comfortable, you know, like being at home and stuff and sort of sticking to the same routine. Though at the same time, it's a shit routine. Like, you know, it's incredibly boring. And that's why I like to try and have my own fun on the side. So, yeah, man, so the whole objective of this channel is just to be as open as reasonably possible. And I guess I just want to try and rally a certain audience base if they really relate to what I'm going through. I haven't really spoken about anything that might really connect, I think, with people yet, but maybe as soon as I really get into, you know, each individual topic on videos, maybe it might sort of start something, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like, you know, this is one of my only best bets. I see myself making videos in the future. So I figure, why not start? You know, even if it's not perfect, even if I don't have all the groundwork laid out yet, because I'd rather have everything laid out, but alternatively, I could show the journey of that as well. Creating my own streaming rig and whatever, and seeing how things play out. So I guess if you guys are interested in watching my content, subscribe. Like this video if you want, though I don't think that really matters all that much. I just care, you know, about you watching my video, if you're able to watch it in its entirety. Fuck my leg, shit. It's like completely numb right now. Yeah, I'm just trying to feel it, sort of slap it, it should come back. Yeah, fuck, like that's, oh shit, it's like really limp. Fuck. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to probably stop it here. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Like it if you want. Like add the video to your favorite list of videos or whatever. Yeah, whatever you feel is best or comfortable. And I guess you'll see me, or I'll see you in, oh no, pins and needles. Fuck. Alright, that's it.